Hey, this is Mr. McKee for NOS 230. I'm going to walk you guys through activity 6-2, which is exploring Active Directory container objects. This is a pretty quick activity. Alright, so first thing we want to do, make sure got my 4 virtual machines running. Server 2012, 2008, and of course make sure you have your shortcut to your network connections, computer, and I have a console for 2012 set up, MMC console. Alright, 12, 8, my first Windows 7, and you guys want to have this right here, don't worry about that, and the second Windows 7. Alright, everything's running. Alright, so I want to go to Open Server Manager. Okay, click Tools, Active Directory Users and Computers, right there. Alright, that's going to open up. And it says click the domain object, which is, this is our domain object. Mine's NTM server 2012.local, okay? And if I right click it, go to Properties, General. Alright, here's what it's talking about, okay? There's my domain name, and it added a 0 to the end, which is fine. That's my domain name I can search for on my network. There's the full domain name, which is my computer name, .local, domain functional level, Windows Server 2012, and Forest functional level Server 2012. We're going to deal mostly with the domain functional level. If you add more networks and more domains, then you're going to create a forest. But for what we're doing right now, just make sure that's set Server 2012 for both. Alright. And we want to put a description in here. And let's see. This is our local domain for Server 2012 network. Alright, so it says put a description in there, so go ahead and put a description in there. Have this window up. Control Alt print screen. I don't want to care about that. Alright, go to start on our physical machine. Make sure you're not on your virtual machine. So on my physical machine right here, I'm going to put in Word. Alright, Word pops up. You guys can't see it because it's on my other monitor. That's fine. Alright, so this is where we're going to put our screenshots. And this is activity 6-2. Okay, so that's our title. Paste in our local domain properties, and I'm going to go ahead and go format, crop. I want to shorten the bottom up a little bit. Alright, hit enter. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I can zoom in, look at it, domain names right. I added my description, functional levels for both domain and forest are Windows Server or Server 2012. That's fine. Alright. I'm going to file, save this as, and I use OneDrive for all my documents. Alright. Okay. So this is going to be 6-2. Alright, save that. It takes a second to save it. Alright, activity 6-2. Alright, I'm going to take this off the screen. Alright. And what we're going to do is click OK. Okay. And it says expand this, the domain. It's already expanded. If it was, when it expanded it looked like that. Hit the little triangle. It expands it. Okay, built-in. Here's all my built-in accounts, and actually all these are groups. Some are pretty standard: administrators group, users group, guests, things like that. And this is more or less just a just to show you what you have in there. Okay, click the computers folder. Alright, this should be showing you the 3 computers, which is we're in VM. Those are the 3 folders. These 3 folders are logged onto my Active Directory. Alright. Alright, domain controllers. There's your domain controller. That's this computer that I'm on right now, Server 2012. Okay, and on step 8, it says the domain controller type column says GC, which right there, that's GC. That's good. Domain controller is a global catalog server. Alright, so that's set. Alright, so really that's all we need to see right there. So do a screenshot of that. Print screen. Go on my Windows. And you really don't have to put any notes in here on this activity as long as everything's entered in the right place. Alright, so there's our first screenshot. Second screenshot. I might shrink it down just a little bit. Alright, that looks good. Actually, let's make this a little bit smaller so 2 screenshots fit on the same page. Alright, that's good. Alright. Alright, the users folder is right here. Here's all my users. So what we got is built-in groups, okay, for our domain, computers, and users. Alright, users, the only thing you guys probably won't see, that's an account where I was set up as administrator, logging on all my machines, and this is a account that I just set up. So I'm actually going to take this out. You guys won't have this. Delete that out. Okay, so just looking at that, everything's good. And that's really all there is to it for activity 6-2. So the last thing I'm going to do is take a screenshot of this screen for users. Paste that into my Word document. Okay, so just to recap what I need for you guys to submit. Alright. So I've got a screenshot of the domain itself displaying the domain name right there. That's our NetBIOS name. It added a 0 to it. That's fine. Description, I entered the description, local domain for Server 2012 network. Domain functional level is Windows Server 2012, Forest functional level, Server 2012. Okay. Domain controllers, that's your Server 2012 machine. Alright. Let me shrink this back a little bit. Alright. That and all your default users. Okay? And you can tell it says Active Directory users and computers. Alright, so that's pretty quick. That was activity 6-2. I'll make a submission link for that activity. Then we'll move on to activity 6-3, viewing default leaf objects. Alright, so that's the end of this video.